Hey, I'm Andy Slade with Oryx here today. We're going to talk about rifle setup. We've got Corbin here that's going to help us demonstrate some of this stuff. So as we go through each piece, you'll see him kind of implement what we're talking about. So the first thing we want to talk about is length of pull. So remember that when we adjust the length of pull on our buttstock, we should not consider our eye relief as part of that adjustment. So remember, we should start with the length of pull and get that set so that we're comfortable, and then adjust the scope to that so that we're not actually using the length of pull to set our eye relief. So the traditional way to set length of pull was to put the rifle in the pocket of your elbow there and then set the length of pull to the tip of your finger. While that works very well if you're going to be shooting with the buttstock in the pocket of your shoulder and you're at a bladed angle, it doesn't work as well with the more modern techniques of being squared up with the rifle to be able to better control recoil, such as shooting off of a bipod or barricades or logs or other obstacles. And being nice and squared up is going to really help you to track your natural point of aim and find targets more quickly and control recoil better. So what you'll see is we've got the length of pull on this one fairly short, and it's going to allow you to be nice and square. But for that to work, you're going to have to really not be bladed, okay? So go ahead and lay down straight behind the rifle. And what we're looking for here in this case is for that rifle to be sitting right beside the neck. So you'll see as he comes in, it's gonna touch right on his collarbone, right beside his neck. And I know instantly people that aren't familiar with this are gonna think, oh my gosh, it's on his collarbone, it's gonna hurt. That's not the case, okay? It's just, this is the new way of doing it. This is how all the top shooters are doing it now. So try it, and I think you're gonna see some major benefit from it. Okay, so you'll just pick the back of the rifle up and slide into it, and then relax down onto the bag. Okay, so what we're looking at is we've got his buttstock length of pull set up to where he can reach the bolt easily. He can run the bolt forward and close it easily, and then run it back, so there's no problem there. He's not too cramped up, and again, we're not considering his eye relief right now. We're just looking at how he can reach the controls. So let's go ahead and make sure you can reach the trigger okay. So good pistol grip. He's able to have not too much cramp in his wrist, his thumbs up top, good 90-degree trigger finger. So that length of pull is gonna work out just fine for him. All right, so the next thing we're gonna adjust is his cheek piece. So you'll notice on these chassis, they have a nice adjustable cheek piece. So the two thumb screws here, we can loosen these up. And what we're gonna do is just look through the scope. So if we start too far down, all right, you're probably looking through the bottom of the scope and it's not going to be right for you. So we're going to slowly raise it up, and you just tell me when it's where you want it.
Right there.
Right there, okay? So we're just going to snug that up, and you can see it's a small adjustment, but it makes a big difference for having consistent cheek weld and eye relief. All right, other than that, we're going to look at where the bipod's placed. So with this chassis, we have the option to run this ARCA rail. If you're running that ARCA rail with a bipod that also has an ARCA rail attachment, it'll allow you to move this bipod anywhere along that ARCA rail. If you're in the prone position, such as this, we want to set that up where it's forward so that we get the most stability. But if you're shooting off of something that's a little bit shorter, we could easily loosen this knob and slide it back to the back. Just like that, he's still good and stable, and he can make accurate shots.